And Sean Roth, Alex Reimer, Kyle Broadbeck, and Brian Ashman for the Bluestreaks. We get set to tip this one off here this evening. Sean Roth coming in off a tremendous 37-point ball game. Big key, though, Brian Ashman slumping a little bit as of late, Blue. The last time I said that was early in the season. He went wild for about 4 or 5 straight games.
And again, then, another big thing Archbold has to do is keep LCC off the boards because they are a big team.
They really are. That'll be a big key. That first game, Patrick Henry was hurt on the boards by Coldwater, but Patrick Henry scored 29 points off turnovers, Coldwater just 7. There was the big story of that game. LCC gets the tip with the ball as Bob Huffman, right side. Huffman picked up by Brian Ashman. Baseline, Benito walked with the ball. Got his feet tangled up as he was cut off by Kyle Broadbeck. Couple of big young men. Benito, 6'6", 260, going to Michigan State in a football scholarship. Keith Roth pushes it up the floor, now picked up man-to-man by Huffman. Right side, Brian Ashman, open three-pointer on the way, up and in. Well, there's a good start for him. 3-0 Archbold, full court pressure. Double team put on now, Bostic with the ball. Up the left side now. Doubled up over there, needs help, pass flipped over now to Kaplinger. Tafflinger to DeCurtins. Outside over to Huffman. Huffman on the left wing. Flips outside now. There's DeCurtins on the wing from 12. Off the mark, no good. Rebound. Benito back up and good. There's that second chance points we talked about. Archbold pushes it. Right side, Ashelman. Back out, Keith Roth into the corner. Ashelman back to Roth. Keith mishandled for a moment. Flips back, Sean Roth. Left side cut off over there, double team. Pass outside tip, but picked up by Keith Roth. LCC aggressive defensively. Keith driving, pulls up, pump fake, shot up short of the mark, no good. Rebound, Reimer, back up off glass, no good, but draws the foul from Benito. Alex Reimer will shoot two. Reimer, a 72% free throw shooter. 6'4" senior, averaging 9.7 a ball game. Free throw airborne, up and in. Be good for Archbold to get Reimer and Ashelman off quickly, Blue, because they both struggled a little bit against Fairview. Reimer hits the first free throw, 4-2 Bluestreaks. Opening minute 20, second one up and good. 5-2 Archbold. With the ball against full court pressure and backcourt, Archbold wants to speed the game up. To Curtins, into the middle now to Huffman. Huffman on the wing, comes to the left side off a pick. Double teamed over there, looking for help. Inside ball slapped away, picked back up by Huffman to drive to the hole, rolls off. Rebounded by Broadbeck. Broadbeck outlet now, Keith Roth pushes it up the floor. To the middle now, outside to Sean Roth. Starting a drive now, flips back out, Brian Ashelman. Penetrates a bit, cut off at the foul line, back to Sean Roth. Going to fire the long three, off the mark, no good. Rebound taken down by Eric Bostic of LCC. 5-2 Bluestreaks. Over now to Huffman. Huffman. Right to the right side to DeCurtins. DeCurtins. With Keith Roth on him. Here's a lob into to Benito, and he's fouled from behind by Broadbeck. Kyle with a hand in the back that time. Whistled for the personal. John DeCurtins will inbound for LCC. Into the corner now, over to Huffman. Huffman outside. Down to the left side, swings over to DeCurtins. DeCurtins inside now, Benito in the paint. Turnaround 8-footer off the mark, no good. Rebound Broadbeck, and he's fouled by Benito, his second foul. The Bluestreak fans like that one. The big guy didn't like the call. Dave Bringman, one of the officials, trying to settle him down.
Good defensive play by Kyle Broadbeck that time. He got behind him the first time and had to foul him, but that time he played well.
Keith Roth up the floor now for the Bluestreaks, who lead by 3, 5-2. Left side to Broadbeck, right back. Nope, not going to give it to Roth. Ashelman, three-pointer off the mark, left side, no good. Rebound, Bostic ends up with it now for LCC. Gives it up to Huffman. Huffman at backcourt, and a reaching foul on Archbold's Keith Roth. Trying to slap it away. His first team second. We'll have an LCC substitution. Todd Greer, a 6'1", or check out Jim Barker, 6'1" junior, replacing Benito. Barker is a 6'1" version of Benito. He's very powerfully put together. Huffman over now to Bostic, swings over now to DeCurtins. Into the paint area now, going in a little turnaround, in and out, no good. Rebound cleared off by the Bluestreaks. They're on the run. Ashelman up the right side in a hurry. Ashelman stops, pops from 15, good. Brian Ashelman's hit 2 out of 3, and Archbold leads 7-2. Huffman in backcourt now, clears the timeline. Flips over now, Barker. DeCurtins 15-foot jumper up and good. 7-4. Keith Roth outside now for the Bluestreaks. Right to the left side, Ashelman. Broadbeck dribbled it off his foot and out of bounds as he was trying to go to the hole. 4:27 left first period. It's 7-4 Archbold. Bluestreaks full court pressure. DeCurtins mounting Huffman. Double team to side court. Bounces to DeCurtins. Flips ahead now to Barker. LCC breaks it up. Barker, nice bounce pass, but stolen away by Sean Roth. Roth getting back nicely defensively. Sean flips outside to Keith. Penetrates to the lane, up with the left-hand shot, blocked. Rebound, Reimer can't handle but tips it out. Sean Roth for three, off the mark, no good. Reimer rebound, in and out, no good, and cleared off now by Huffman. That one was 3/4 of the way down in a cylinder and popped out. Huffman pressured now by Ashelman. There's the timeline, swings over to DeCurtins. Spin now, turnaround 8-footer off glass, no good. Rebound, Bostic can't control it, and Keith Roth does out in the corner. Archbold up quickly. Keith cut off around to the right side to Sean Roth. Starting a drive, lost the handle, picks it back up to Ashelman. Baseline 15-footer, got it again! Brian Ashelman has 7. 9-4 Archbold. Great start for Brian. He's hit 3 out of 4. Up the left side, Huffman. LCC doing a good job against Archbold's pressure early on. Huffman driving now. Double team. Swings it back out to Barker. Barker to the right side baseline. Swings in Bostic, 8-footer. Off the mark. Whistle foul over the back. Is going to be called against Chris Tafflinger. Keith Roth had perfect position on the defensive glass. Here's Todd Greer, a 6'1 junior, into the LCC lineup. Without Benito out there, LCC's not a lot bigger than Archbold. A little bit, but not a lot. Bostic 6'5", DeCurtins at 6'4". High post now, Broadbeck with it. Broadbeck spinning on Bostic, going to the hole, up no good, but draws the foul from Eric Bostic. Good aggressive move made by Kyle Broadbeck. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. 63% free throw shooter. 2:55 to go first period. Archbold leads 9-4. LCC doing their best to get this game slowed down. Free throw up, good. Hit the front of the iron and dropped over the cylinder and through. 10-4 Bluestreaks. Second one, airborne up and good. Bluestreaks 4 out of 4 in the early going at the line. A very good sign. 11-4. Here's the full court pressure. The curtains in backcourt now. Fires down the floor. Wild pass. Stolen by Broadbeck. Bad pass. Good job by the big fella for Archbold. Keith Roth penetrating to the hole. Up no good. Rebound battled for. Controlled by DeCurtins. Good play defensively by Eric Bostic after Keith Roth made great penetration. Bostic got there, just got a hand on it. Down to the left side, DeCurtins with it. Back out Huffman. Foul line now to Greer. Around to Barker. Right side Greer. Back over to Barker. Inside now, ball tipped away by Broadbeck and picked up by Ashelman. And he throws it away. Bad pass that time by Brian. Tried to go ahead to Keith Roth, but threw it in front of him and out of bounds. So the Bluestreaks their second turnover. Joel Baker, a 6'2 junior, into the LCC lineup, replacing Bob Huffman.
Remember DeCurtin last year when he got that hot three. Archbold was way ahead, and he had about 3 threes in the last 3 minutes of the game. So he's a fine player. They've lost some very good players over the last 2 years, but the LCC always just seems to restock their supply.
Zeb Schroeder giving Kyle Broadbeck a breather. Well-deserved. Kyle's done a good job in the early going. For the Bluestreaks, DeCurtins with it around to the left side. Swings over now to Baker. DeCurtins, right side. Barker to Greer. Bostic, 8-foot jumper in the lane, up and in. First basket for Eric Bostic. The left side, Ashelman stops. Flips in now. Reimer all alone, lays it up and in. His man slipped and fell down. 13-6 Archbold. Minute 42 left in the period. The curtains double backcourt. Now flips the pass ahead now to Baker, still in backcourt. Baker, pass ahead deflected by Schroeder and out of bounds. Good effort by Zeb near the timeline. But LCC does clear with about a second to spare. Barker inbounding now to DeCurtins. DeCurtins going to the point. 6'4 senior. Has it outside, picked up by Sean Roth. Looking in now for Bostic. Bostic battling with Reimer for position down low. Down to the left side, they swing over now to Baker. Down inside now, here's the curtains. Bounce pass off the foot of Zeb Schroeder and out of bounds. 13-6 Archbold with 1:09 to go first period. Jim Barker will inbound. Looking, got a whistle inside and a foul on Archbold. Zeb Schroeder called for a hold. Trying to keep his man from getting position. Tony Reimer will be checking into the Archbold lineup, and we'll assume it's going to be for his brother Alex. Nope, shouldn't assume. Brian Ashman will get a breather. The Curtains to inbound. Looking. Oh, all alone inside, ball laid up and in by Greer as he got loose. Bluestreaks have a breakdown defensively. 13-8. Roth around to the right side to Schroeder. Schroeder back on top now. Alex Reimer left side. Roth inside. Tony Reimer puts it up, rolling and good. Tony gets his first basket. 15-8. Double team now, pass deflected but picked up by LCC. They clear the timeline. Barker baseline over to Greer from 15, up and good. Greer with back-to-back basket. 15-10. Keith Roth with it now for the Bluestreaks. Top of the circle picked up by DeCurtins. Down to the right side, Sean Roth. Scoreless as of yet. Reimer around to the left side, Keith Roth. 20 seconds left in the period. Archbold playing for a last shot. Top Schroeder, right side, Tony Reimer. Tony one dribble pass deflected, picked up by Sean Roth, and he's inadvertently bumped and fouled on the play by Todd Greer. His first team's fifth. The Bluestreaks with 3 team fouls. 10 seconds left. Broadbeck coming back in. So is Brian Ashelman for Archbold, and for LCC, Tafflinger returns. Bostic gets a breather for LCC. Alex Reimer sits down for Archbold. And who else? Both Reimers, Alex and Tony. Zeb Schroeder will inbound from side court. 10 seconds to go in front of the LCC bench. Schroeder inbounds to Keith Roth, over to Sean. 8 seconds, working one-on-one with Barker. Sean stops, pops a long 3, in and out. Rebound cleared off by LCC. The baseball throw down the floor won't go. End of 1. 15-10 Archbold, back in a minute. End of 1, 15-10 Archbold.
The team's very close. Archbold 5 of 12 with 1-3. LCC 5 of 11. Difference, Archbold 4 of 4 from the free throw line.
Bluestreak possession, quarter number 2 underway. Keith Roth with the ball. Outside, high post to Kyle Broadbeck. Around to the left side, Brian Ashman, who had 7 for Archbold in that quarter. High post now, Reimer down low. Nice spin move, lost the handle of it, though, and out of bounds. Boy, Tony had a great, or Alex had a great move there, Blue, and just lost control, or he's going to have an easy layup.
That he was.
LCC against pressure. They've handled it very well so far. DeCurtins clears the timeline, picked up by Sean Roth. Reimer comes over to double up, but he gets it away now to Greer. Greer back to DeCurtins. Swings over on the wing now to Baker. Baker back to DeCurtins. DeCurtins crossover dribble. On the left side, stopped by Sean Roth. Over to Baker. Baker swings it back out front now to DeCurtins. DeCurtins. LCC very deliberate offensively to Barker. Make the possessions count, or try to. Barker over now to Tafflinger. Back to Barker. Long 3 on the way, up and in. Well, they hadn't been shooting well, but they're getting better now. 15-13. Archbold lead cut to 2. Keith Roth with it on the left side now to Brian Ashman. Ashman on top. Reimer. Alex to Keith to Sean. Sean back now to Keith. Neither one of the Roths scoring in that first quarter for Archbold. Down to the left side, Sean. Pass inside to Broadbeck, and he's fouled from behind by Greer, his second. Team 6th. Common foul. Big Matt Benito checks back into the lineup now for LCC. Replacing Todd Greer. LCC bench has contributed 7 points. Greer with 4, Barker with 3. 15-13 Archbold lead, cut to 2. Inbounds pass. Sean Roth driving in the lane, cut off. Double team, almost tied up. Out to Ashman for 3. Hit! Brian Ashman, coming off his worst offensive game, is on fire early. He has 10 points. The Curtains up the left side now. Barker with it. Barker into the corner. Baker open from 15. Jumper is no good. Reimer throws the rebound, outlet pass away. Out now, three-pointer. Baker's got it up and good. Make it Barker. 18-16. Archbold lead back down to 2. Keith Roth with the ball now. Bouncing down low. Broadbeck. Turnaround 8-footer up no good. Rebound Reimer too hard. Rebound battled for. Put back up and in by Sean Roth. 20-16. The Curtains doubled up now. Swings the pass over now. It goes to Tafflinger. Back out to the Curtains. Archbold leads by 4. 5:44 to go in the first half. The Curtains to the right side. Over to Baker. The Curtains starting a drive. Had it knocked away. Pass now through the hands of Benito and out of bounds. That pass just too hot to handle. Eric Bostic back into the LCC lineup, replacing Benito. He wasn't in long. And we're going to see Bob Huffman back in for LCC as well. He'll replace Joel Baker. To 16, Archbold lead at 4. 5.5 minutes to play first half. With the ball now, here's Broadbeck giving back to Keith Roth on the left side. Unable to penetrate on the wing to Ashman. Ashman brings it to the top of the key, bouncing down low. Reimer inside. Pump fake. Goes to the hole. Puts it up and in. Good move by Reimer. His 6th point. 22-16. 2-on-1 LCC. Barker pass to Bostic. Goes in. Little running one-hander up and good. They broke the pressure and ended up with a 2-on-1 and an easy bucket. 22-18, 5 minutes to play. First half. Right side, Sean Roth. On top, Brian Ashman with it now. Picked up by DeCurtains. Left side over to Keith Roth. Keith bouncing to Ashman. Brian bouncing in now. Going to the hole. It's brought back up. No good, but a whistle. He's fouled. Boy, Doug Krause has to be tickled with the aggressiveness Kyle Broadbeck showing early.
Taking the ball to the basket. Might not have the best move, but he uses his body well, and he gets fouled an awful lot.
Eric Bostic's second personal. 1-1 for Kyle Broadbeck. Zeb Schroeder will report back into the Blue Streak lineup. And Sean Roth will get a breather here. Broadbeck hit 2 free throws in the first period for his 2 points, shooting 1-1 right here for the Blue Streaks. Got it up and in. Streaks 5 out of 5 at the foul line here in the early going. Big Matt Benito right back into the LCC lineup as Chris Tafflinger sits down. 6'3" senior Kyle Broadbeck, second one up and good. 24-18, Blue Streaks lead by 6 with 4:44 to play in the second period. Huffman up the floor now to the right side, bouncing over to the Curtains on the wing. Curtains inside, Benito drop step, turnaround 7-footer, rolling and good. Got it down low on the block and able to turn and put in the short jumper. 24-20. Roth to Reimer. Over to Ashman. On top now, Zeb Schroeder penetrates. Off balance, 12-footer, won't go. Rebound cleared out of there now by Benito. Benito over to Huffman. LCC hanging close. To the left side, looking for help now. Huffman gives it up to DeCurtains. DeCurtains looking back door, swings instead. Down low, Benito, turnaround 8-footer, got it again. LCC 5 of 6 from the floor here in period number 2. They're moving the ball well and getting the shot they want. They've been a poor shooting team, but not tonight. Brian Ashman with the ball on top to Alex Reimer. Blue Streak lead down to 2. Keith Roth, right wing. Penetrating. Now we got a whistle and a foul's going to go against Huffman. His first. 1-1 for Keith Roth. Keith, a 73% free throw shooter. As a team, Archbold at 71. They've dropped off a little bit as of late at the foul line. Roth, free throw on the way, off the mark, no good. Rebounded by DeCurtains. That's the first miss for Archbold after they'd hit 6 in a row. LCC with a chance to tie or take the lead with a 3. The right side, here's Huffman. Picked up by Roth, around to the left side. DeCurtins has it. DeCurtins back out now to Huffman. Huffman, right wing. They're looking for their big guys in now. Here's the pass to Benito. Pump fake, lays it up and in, and we're tied. 24 apiece. 3:08 to go first half. Keith Roth with it now to the right side. Back over now to Ashman. Ashman, top of the circle for the Bluestreaks. Going behind the back of the lane, falling 8-footer up and good. Brian Ashman with 12 points. Archbold regains the lead, 26-24. Huffman with it. Broadbeck's going to try to front Benito now after he's gotten the 3 quick buckets. Barker on the left side. Outside to Curtins. Whoop, he has to send it back out to Huffman. Back over to the Curtins, bouncing into Bostic. Double team, slapped away by Schroeder. Picked up by Bostic, goes in, puts it up, no good. Gets his own rebound and puts it in. Tied again, 26-all. Ashman stops from 3 off the mark. Rebounded by Bostic for LCC. LCC can take the lead with 2:10 to play in the first half. Tied at 26 apiece. Here's Huffman to the right side, slipped down, ball loose on the floor, and still loose, and we're going to get a timeout LCC. 1:59 left first half, tied at 26-all. We'll be right back.
Nothing is more precious to you than your treasured portraits of your children.
6-all, the gang that can't shoot straight is shooting very straight tonight, the LCC T-Birds.
The LCC is playing exactly the kind of game they want. They're moving the ball well on offense. The press really hasn't bothered them too much, and they're getting the inside shot when they need it.
The Curtains on the right side. Score tied at 26-all. Back out front now to Huffman. Huffman swings over to Barker inside. Down low. Baker turnaround up. No good, but draws the foul. Check that. Taflinger drew the foul from Reimer. Alex's first 2 shots coming up here for Chris Taflinger. 2 shots for Chris Taflinger. These will be the first attempts for LCC at the line. 26-all. Taflinger averaging 5.2 points. Free throw up and in. LCC takes the lead. Their first of the night. 27-26. With 1:40 to go in the first half. Dave Krause, Patrick Henry will join us at halftime. Second one up and good. LCC by 2. 28-26. Keith Roth up the floor now for the Bluestreaks. Looking in, nothing doing. Ashman inside. Reimer gets loose and lays it in on a fine feed from Brian Ashman. 28-all. Bob Huffman has it now for LCC. Swings over now to DeCurtins. Archbold's starting to get used to these tough games. Archbold's gone to a zone. Outside DeCurtins for 3, it won't go. Rebound, Taflinger not blocked out, lays it up and in. Got a block out of a zone. It's tougher to do, but Taflinger, nobody there to block him out. Here's Keith Roth outside, left side over to Sean Roth. Whistle inside and a pushing foul. Going to go against Taflinger of LCC. He was pushing Reimer from behind, and Alex will shoot 1-1. LCC 30, Archbold 28. 50 seconds left first half before a packed house here at Napoleon's Grand Canyon. Tremendous tournament atmosphere is what you get here. Reimer, free throw, up, bounces, no good. Rebound, LCC, Taflinger, and he's fouled by Brian Ashman going for the foul. His first, team's 5th. Well, the Bluestreaks hit their first 6 free throws, but now they've missed the front end of back-to-back 1-1. Inbounds pass going now to Huffman on the double team. Gets it away now to Barker. LCC has had no trouble with Archbold's press at all. Done a great job with it. 38 seconds left. LCC'd like to play for a last shot. The Curtains outside now to Huffman. Huffman pressured by Sean Roth. Looks for help, finds it now. Taflinger back out to Barker. Barker Hands the ball off. It gets in the backcourt, but it was tipped by Archbold apparently. Deflection. Ball stays with LCC. Huffman. 14 seconds. Huffman dribbling out near the timeline. Double team. Hands it off to DeCurtins. DeCurtins driving down the lane. Dishes a pass deflected by Broadbeck out of bounds with 4 seconds left. So see what LCC is able to do. Archbold Zeb Schroeder back in for the Bluestreaks, replacing Brian Ashman. Inbounding, Kafflinger gets a return pass, baseline to the hole, lays it up, no good, tip, no good. Buzzer sounds into the first half. Lima Central Catholic 30, Archbold 28. Back with head coach Dave Krause, Patrick Henry after these words.
Better every day.
At 4, Jim Barker had 5. Archbold led by Brian Ashman with a dozen. Alex Reimer had 8. Kyle Broadbeck 4, Tony Reimer 2. But the big story for Archbold, leading scorer Sean Roth with just 2 points. That was an offense putback. And point guard Keith Roth, just unable to get untracked at all, has not scored. So they got to get the Roths going in the second half if the Bluestreaks should come back and win this thing.
Well, Archbold better get things in gear here. They only trail by 2, but as we said, LCC did exactly what they wanted to do. In that first half, they moved the ball well, got it inside when they had to, hit from the outside, and they lead by 2. Bob Hoffman at the point for the T-Birds. They said they've had a lot of tournament experience. Kafflinger drives his short jumper up, no good. Tip, no good. Sean Roth out with it for the Bluestreaks. Archbold looking to tie. Sean drives, loses the dribble out of bounds. It'll belong to LCC. LCC, of course, a very good defensive team. Archbold showing full court pressure here. Bob Hoffman in backcourt draws the double team, gets it ahead. DeCurtins with it, clears the timeline. Keith Roth on him. LCC delivered on offense. DeCurtins on the wing. Inside, Broadbeck steps inside, gets the steal. Brian Ashleman down for the Bluestreaks. Flips to Keith Roth on the wing. Keith spins, can't get inside. Broadbeck all alone, puts it up, no good, but he's fouled. We'll see if this one was on Benito. I believe it was, his third. He's big 6'6" center, but LCC's played very well when he's been on the bench too, so if he has to sit down, it's still, they've played very well with him down. Kyle Broadbeck will be shooting 2. Free throw up and in. Kyle 5 of 5 from the line. Broadbeck second free throw. Kyle 6 of 6 from the line, and we're tied at 30. Archbold full court pressure. DeCurtins with it. He draws the double team. Long pass down Bostic. He starts the drive, scores from 14. In and out, no good. Offensive rebound put up, no good by Benito. Archbold rebounds the ball. Archbold looking to take the lead. Keith Ross, short jumper, bounces, no good. Bostic rips it off for LCC. We're tied at 30, 6:52 to go in the third. DeCurtins outside. Baker inside. Bostic has it knocked away. Keith Roth out. Keith dishes to Sean, back to Keith, and a foul on the play. Could have been a good foul there. That might have stopped a bucket. DeCurtins picks up his first. We're tied at 30, 6:41 to go in the third. LCC giving Archbold all they want and more. Sean Roth in the corner. He squares some 16, jumper up, no good. Ball knocked loose. It's going to belong to LCC. Huffman had the rebound. Somebody knocked it out of his hands. 6:36 to go, period number 3. LCC 30, Archbold 30. Bob Huffman up. Head to DeCurtins. LCC in no hurry. Huffman in back court. Flips to DeCurtins again. Baker in the corner. Back to DeCurtins. Huffman. Huffman looks for somebody. John DeCurtins comes way outside, penetrates, now can't get inside. Huffman. We're still tied at 30. Baker in the corner. DeCurtin's long three on the way, up and in. Ashman, his long three on the way, up, no good. Baker with a rebound for Barker with a rebound for LCC. LCC by 3, 33-30, 5:40 to go in the third. Huffman with the ball. Bounce pass low inside. DeCurtin short jumper up, no good. Bostic offensive rebound up and in. Bostic with 8. LCC by 5. We got a timeout. 5:24 to go in the third. LCC 35, Archbold 30. But we'll be right back. Roth, his long three on the way bounces, no good. Broadbeck offensive rebound up and in. Kyle Broadbeck cuts the LCC lead to 3. Huffman has it knocked away. Keith Roth comes up with it. Keith, his long three on the way, rims in and out, no good. Bostic with a rebound. He's done a great job for LCC on the boards. Huffman clears the timeline against Keith Roth's pressure. Barker in the corner, inside Bostic. His spin, short jumper up and in. Bostic averaging nearly 13 a game, has 10. Keith Roth penetrates. Flips to Ashleyman. To Sean Roth. Sean's long three on the way. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Chris Taflinger. 4:20 to go in the third. LCC by 5. Baker in the corner. Here's a steal by Sean Roth, but he's going to be called for the foul. Sean picks up his first. Matt Benito coming back in. LCC by 5. They could make it 7 with 4:14 to go in the third. Eric Bostic gets a breather. Boy, he's really done the job for LCC tonight. Joel Baker will do the inbounding. Huffman, top of the circle against Keith Roth. Huffman looks for somebody. Finds Joel Baker. Back to Huffman. He's looking for Benita. There's the lob inside. His short jumper up off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound put back up, no good by Taflinger, but he draws the foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Sean Roth picks up his second. Chris Taflinger will be at the line to shoot a pair. It's LCC 37, Archbold 32. Free throw, Taflinger up and in. He has 5. Second free throw, that bounces high, no good. Brian Ashman rebounds for the Streaks. It's LCC by 6, 3:50 to go in the third. Archbold cold from the floor, 1 of 7. Reimer holds high. Low post pass to Broadbeck. It's out of bounds to the Blue Streaks. Somebody got a hand on it. Zeb Schroeder checking in. Keith Roth's going to get a breather. Six-point lead. LCC, Brian Ashman with the ball. Brian moves to the point when Keith's there. Reimer. Zeb Schroeder drives, can't get inside, back to Ashleman. Ashleman low post pass, knocked loose, stolen away. Ball deflected, but LCC gets it back. 3:20 to go in the third. 6-point LCC lead. Bobby Huffman walks it up slowly. Long three put up from way outside, no good by Barker, but LCC gets the rebound. Another long three, way outside, no good. That one put up by Joel Baker. Brian Ashleman, low post inside. Reimer running one-hander up, no good. Benito rebounds for LCC. Blue Streaks 1 of 8 from the floor. Under 3 to go in the third. Tony Reimer coming in for the Blue Streaks. Barker with the ball. Outside Baker. Huffman. Hoffman to Barker. Tafflinger in the corner. Cross-court pass. Baker's going to be called for the travel. Keith Ross, Tony Reimer coming into the Blue Streak lineup. Archbold with 2 free throws, 1 field goal in this period. The Blue Streaks are hurting. 2:26 to go in the third.
I'm going to take that microphone away from you if you don't get a basket this trip.
Don't blame me. After Archbold led, 15-10 at the end of the first period. Really, it's been all LCC ever since. Because they got 20 in the second period. So really, after the first period, why LCC has dominated this game. No other way to say it. Blue Streaks down by 6. Keith Roth back at the point. Schroeder holds high on the wing. Referee's whistle and a foul inside on number 50, Matt Benito. That's his 4th. Eric Bostic back into the LCC line. I said Benito 6'6" and 250, but said LCC has played very well without him. Ashelman turns down the 3 to Keith Roth. Archbold down by 6. Keith penetrates his short jumper up and in. Keith Roth gets his first field goal. He and Sean have 4 points between them. Archbold down by 4, under 2 to go in the third. DeCurtins penetrates, can't get inside. Huffman to DeCurtins. Nice pass inside. Bostic, short jumper up, no good. Tony Reimer rebounds for the Blue Streaks. Bostic had his easiest shot of the night, couldn't get it to go down. Brian Ashelman, his 3 on the way up and in. Archbold draws back to within 1. LCC 38, Archbold 37. You can hear the Blue Streak crowd. DeCurtins drives all the way. His running one-hander up and in. LCC by 3, 40-37, 1:08 to go in the third. Keith Roth drives to the baseline, no shot. Brian Ashelman holds high. Back to Keith Roth. Lob inside, Ashelman can't control. Reimer. Keith Roth spins back to Ashelman. His 3 on the way. Somebody got a hand on that one. Good defensive play, I think, by John DeCurtins. So with 40 to go in the third, it's LCC by 3, 40-37. Huffman clears the line. Draws the double team, looks for somebody, finds DeCurtins with 25 to go in the third. LCC by 3. They led by as much as 6 in this period. DeCurtins way outside with 17 to go. LCC obviously going last shot here. 8 to go in the third. DeCurtins drives up the middle, gets his man up, short jumper up off the rim, no good. Tip, no good. End of the third. No, 3 seconds. That's 3 or 0? 3 seconds to go in the period. Jim Klima checks in just for these last 3 seconds to give a few of the LCC stars. Archbold's got to make the long pass. Keith Roth with the ball. He stops. His 3 on the way. Up no good. End of the third period. Archbold trails by 3. It's LCC 40, Archbold 37. We'll be right back.
Tonight's broadcast also brought to you in part by Dr. Murdoch and his staff at the Delta Medical Center. Well, the Blue Streaks 21-0. But 8 minutes away from elimination. They trail by 3, 40-37. You can hear the Archbold crowd. They're not about to give up on these kids that have had such a fabulous year. But they're in trouble now, but still a long way to go and just down by 3, but they're going to have to dig deep. Brian Ashelman on the wing. Archbold possession. Keith Roth. Right to the left side, Ashelman. Ashelman with 15 to pace Archbold. Inside to Reimer in the lane now. He's bumped on the play by Bostic. Reimer bumped by Bostic. 4th team foul on LCC. Here's Barker back into the lineup. Keith Roth will inbound. Keith and Sean just with 2 points each. Who'd have thunk that? LCC's done a fabulous job on Sean Roth. He's open. Baseline jumper. Air ball. Too hard. Rebound Bostic on the other side. Over now to Bob Huffman. Huffman up the left side on the dribble now. Picked up by Keith Roth. Over to DeCurtins. DeCurtins to the right wing. Bouncing in now at Bostic. Double team. Ball loose on the floor. Picked up by Sean Roth. Over to Alex Reimer to Keith Roth. Good effort by Sean Roth to come up with that one. Keith with it now. Bluestreaks need a bucket. Penetration. Running one into her baseline. Won't go for Ashman. Rebounded by LCC. Running 5-footer. They just can't get it to fall. Huffman in backcourt away from Keith Roth. Up the right side now. Gives it up to Tafflinger. Bluestreaks have gone cold since that first period. Outside over to Barker. LCC very patient with the ball. Archbold trying to trap and pressure. Bluestreaks got to be getting tired, though, of chasing LCC. Boy, Lima's done a great job. Stafford starting to drive to Curtin's reverse lay-in, but he missed it. Rebounded by Archbold. Reimer to Roth. Somebody's got to get a bucket for the Bluestreaks. Outside Ashman, inside now for Reimer, and he's fouled by Bostic. His 4th foul. Team's 5th. Benito and Bostic each with 4 fouls. Benito will check back in for LCC. Broadbeck for Archbold. Tony Reimer will sit down while Bostic sits for LCC. Keith Roth sends it out to Sean Roth, into Reimer, turnaround, 5-footer rolling and good. 40-39, Lima Central Catholic by 1. Ball knocked away by Sean Roth, picked up though by DeCurtins. Over now to Huffman. Huffman to the right side. Double team, pass inside, deflected, stolen by Broadbeck. Over to Roth. Keith Roth up the floor now for Archbold. Penetrates, cut off, out to Sean Roth. Sean over to Ashman, bouncing down to Reimer. Into the lane, out of knocked away, but he's fouled on the play. Fouled by Tafflinger. Was he in the act of shooting is going to be the question here. Yes, he was. 5:49 to go. Lima Central Catholic 40, Archbold 39. Alex Reimer to shoot 2. Winner against Patrick Henry Saturday night at 7:30 for the Division III district title. Reimer, free throw, up and good. We're tied, 40 apiece. 11 now for Reimer. Second one by the lefty, up, in and off, no good. Rebound LCC Tafflinger. Tied at 40 all. Foul line's going to be crucial down the stretch for both teams. Huffman, left side over to Barker now. Barker inside the whistle. Broadbeck over the back of Benito. His second, team's 3rd. LCC's John DeCurtins will inbound. 40-40. 5:36 to play. DeCurtins looking, flips outside to Barker. Barker with it, gives it up now to Huffman. LCC has done a very good job of taking care of the ball against Archbold's pressure. DeCurtins double team back out to Huffman. Huffman doubled up now, looks for help. Swings the pass right to the right side to Barker, right out to Huffman. Boy, every possession is going to be crucial down the stretch of this one. High post, Barker with it. Left side off balance jumper, no good. Rebound outside, Archbold has it. Not a good shot. Ashman ahead to Roth. Sean to the baseline. We got a whistle and an offensive foul on Sean Roth. That's the Randy Randy Bachman with a call. Boy, that has got the Archbold fans irate, but Randy was right there. .5:02 to go in the ball game, 40 apiece. So the Bluestreaks turn it back over. Huffman double-teamed at backcourt now. Flips over now. Here's the pass down the floor. LCC's got numbers, 3-on-2, but they'll slow it down. Barker still tied, 40 apiece, 4:50 to play. Huffman to the right side. Goes to the wing, looking into the lob, not there. Instead to the curtains on the wing. Back out now. Here's the pass inside to Benito. Tipped away off Benito's hand. Broadbeck stepped in, tipped the ball, then apparently went off Matt Benito's hands, but the big guy, he didn't think he touched it. So a tough call against LCC after Archbold took a tough one at the other end. Ashman with it on top. Reimer around to the right side. Keith Roth on the wing. On top to Sean Roth. Sean quiet tonight with just 2 points. And Keith also with just 2. They averaged 33 between them. LCC's done a fabulous job defensively on both Roths. Broadbeck, Archbold becoming deliberate now. Over to Ashman, every possession so critical now. 4 minutes to play in the game. 40-40. Keith Roth, left side to Brian Ashman. On the wing. Brian sends it over to Sean. Looks at the long three, elects not to take a timeout, Archbold. 3:49 to go. We're tied at 40 apiece, and we'll be right back.
If you'd love to be...
49 to go, it becomes a possession game now, Blue.
It really does. They say LCC's gotten everything they wanted out of this game. They're playing it right at their pace. Archbold in their offense that time just couldn't seem to get anything going, and you said every possession is going to be vital from here on.
LCC has not scored this period. Archbold has scored only 3 points. 3:48 to play. Keith Roth, 18-foot jumper off the mark, no good. Rebound, loose on the floor. Bostic has it. Double team, flips it out now to teammate Todd Greer. Greer doubled up. Ahead to DeCurtins up the left side. We're going to get a whistle, and DeCurtins stepped out of bounds along the sideline. Didn't call an offensive foul, did they? No. Just that he stepped out of bounds. So the Bluestreaks get it back. Neither team with a bucket, or Archbold with 1 basket in 4 attempts. LCC just 0 out of 2, but they've turned it over 4 times, trying to be patient with it. Now see if the Streaks can get the lead with this possession. They've shot poorly here in the second half. 40 apiece. Outside Sean Roth. Boy, they could use one from Sean. On the wing to the right side, but he's cut off over there. To Keith Roth. Out to Brian Ashman, Sean Roth. 3-pointer, it's off the mark, short, no good. Reimer can't control the ball, loose, picked up by LCC's Jim Barker. Barker gives it up to Huffman. Huffman over to DeCurtins with 2:52 to go. This is unbelievable. Archbold has scored 3 points, LCC none in the 4th quarter. We're under 3 minutes to play and tied at 40 apiece. Huffman, timeout, LCC. 2:38 to play. 40-40. We'll be right back.
Boy, it's
40-40 with 2:38 to go in this second half. Archbold has 4 field goals. So does Lima Central Catholic. It was 30-28 LCC at halftime, but now it's become a 1-possession game. Both teams, now Archbold is playing the way LCC wanted him to all along. Very, very slow and deliberate and cautiously.
I don't think Archbold has the one fast break basket, do they? And that's just, as I said, you got to give Bob Segerson and his staff a lot of credit because they got the game at the pace they wanted.
LCC has done a tremendous job of slowing Archbold down. And they've got the Bluestreaks playing at a walk now, too. 2:33 to go, obviously anybody's game. We're tied up. The curtains looking back door, nothing there. Still looking for Benito, lobs it into the big guy. Little jump hook up, rolls, no good. Rebound, Benito back to Bostic. He puts it up and in. LCC leads by 2 with 2:12 to play. Keith Roth with it now. Bouncing in Reimer, turnaround 5-footer up and good. Reimer has all 5 Archbold points this quarter. Bob Upman now with the ball in backcourt. Keith Roth on him. Clears the timeline, dribbles up the middle, pass deflected by Broadbeck and out of bounds. Good effort by Kyle, just unable to quite grasp onto it and force the turnover. 42 apiece, a minute 55 to go. DeCurtins has it for LCC. Flips over down to Huffman. Huffman right side driving, going in up off glass, no good. Rebound, Reimer has it. And he throws the outlet pass away as he was falling to the ground. He had lost his balance. He tripped over Eric Bostic. Not the fault of Alex Reimer there.
No, they're getting some perspiration up off the floor. Big miss for LCC, not too good a shot. And Alex did come down with the ball, but he just lost his balance right there.
So nice defensive rebound, but then the Blue Streak turnover, and that is their second of the quarter. LCC has 4. They get it back with a minute 41 to go. We're tied, 42 apiece. Archbold has scored 5 points. Lima Central Catholic 2 this quarter. LCC would like to hold the ball for a last shot, but Archbold's not going to let them. They're going to pressure them, or at least try not to let them. Bounce pass goes to DeCurtins. Back outside now for Barker. Barker to DeCurtins. DeCurtins spins now down the lane. We've got a whistle, and we're going to get a reaching foul, and who's it on? Sean Roth. If it is, it's his 4th. It is. Team's 5th. Zeb Schroeder into the Archbold lineup, replacing probably Sean Roth, at least at the defensive end. Now you'll see some substituting depending on whether Archbold's on offense or defense with Sean Roth. They'll want him at the offensive end, even though he has just 2 points tonight. Bounce pass goes to Barker. Barker picked up by Ashman. Ashman gives it up to DeCurtins. They've got a whistle and a reaching foul on, pushing foul on Brian Ashman. 6-team foul. From this point on, it'll be bonus time for both clubs. Each team with 6 fouls. Barker to inbound. Does so to DeCurtins. LCC has held it since 141. It's now 118. The right side, DeCurtins baseline. Pass over to Boston, got away, but outside picked up by Barker. Barker gives it to Huffman. Every loose ball seemingly going into the hands of LCC. Side Huffman on the drive. Cut off in the double team. 3-pointer to Curtins. No good. Rebound Brian Ashman. 58 seconds to go. Archbold with the ball. Ashman brings it down. Coach Doug Krause calls for the play. Timeout is what they want right now. 50 seconds left. We're tied at 42 apiece, and we'll be right back.
Watch.
Larry Christie with Neil Spangler, 42-42. LCC doing a tremendous job of taking care of the ball, and all of a sudden, John DeCurtins, and while he is their best outside shooter, Blue, I was very surprised he decided to take the long 3-point shot right there.
Yeah, I don't think that's what Bob Segerson wanted, so gives the Blue Streaks a chance. I don't know if they're going to hold for 1 or what their strategy is. Both teams have 6-team fouls, so there'll be a 1-and-1 in the last 50 seconds here.
Alex, Archbold has outscored LCC 5-2 here in the 4th quarter. In the second half, Archbold has scored 14 points. Lima Central Catholic 12. Sean Roth inbounding to Keith Roth. I can't believe the Blue Streaks would hold for a last shot. We'll see, though. Maybe they'll try it. Keith Roth left side to Brian Ashman now. Ashman on top, Broadbeck around to the right side, Keith Roth, 38 seconds. Maybe that's what they're doing. To Sean Roth, Sean back to Keith, down to 31 seconds. Outside Reimer, left side to Sean Roth. They'll hold it up. Sean Roth to Broadbeck, back to Sean, 24 seconds. Sean outside now to Brian Ashman. Now they'll bring Keith Roth outside. He's covered by Bob Huffman. Ashman with the ball, though. 15 seconds to Keith Roth with 12. They're playing for the last shot in the win. 7 seconds. High post. Reimer. 4. Somebody's got to shoot. Sean Roth. 2 seconds left away. Doesn't get the shot off. They don't get a shot off. Oh, my. 42 apiece. We'll go to overtime right after this timeout.
For great informational seminars and lots of family fun, come to the
seconds. The pass to Alex Reimer. Alex apparently lost track of the time to Sean Roth, and Sean had the ball deflected away, picked it back up. By the time he put the shot up, the buzzer had already sounded. It would not have counted had it gone. Bostic will jump center with Reimer as we begin the overtime. Here's the tap, and Bostic controls for LCC. 42 apiece. Bob Huffman up the right side, bouncing over now to DeCurtins. DeCurtins into the corner. Barker's long three, no good. Rebound other corner. Bostic has it, though. He walked with the ball. Can't believe he took that shot, even though they got the rebound, Blue.
Yeah, long shot, long big three from deep in the corner, so tough situation for both teams.
Keith Roth with it now for the Bluestreaks. Coming to the left side of the wing. Flips it out, Sean Roth, three-pointer off the mark, no good. Rebound comes outside, Keith Roth has it. Keith penetrating in the lane now. Pump fake, 10-foot shot, good! He's fouled! The Archbold fans like that one. Only the second basket of the night for Keith Roth. Foul called on Bob Huffman as Chris Taplinger back into the Central Catholic lineup replacing Bostic. Keith has missed his only free throw attempt. Gets a huge basket there for Archbold. Free throw on the way, no good. Rebounded by Benito. Benito gives it up now to Huffman. Well, Keith unable to put the free throw away, but Archbold does lead it by 2. 3:15 to go outside. Here's Barker with the ball on the left side. Back over now to Huffman. Swings it to DeCurtins, around to the right side to Taplinger. Back to DeCurtins. On top, Barker has it. Picked up by Brian Asherman. Barker into the corner, the pass to Taplinger. Taplinger cut off. Back to Barker. Swings over to Huffman. 2:52 left in overtime. Huffman bounce pass. Taplinger jump shot off the mark. No good. Broadbeck with a rebound for the Bluestreaks. Ahead to Keith Roth. Keith comes to the left side, spinning back out to Ashman. Back over to Roth. Down low, Reimer. Little turnaround. 6-footer, it's good! Alex Reimer. Timeout, Lima Central Catholic. 2:32 to play. It's 46-42 Archbold, and we'll be right back.
When you go home...
Missed their 2 shots, but as you said, still a lot of time.
But the Bluestreaks up by 4. Buckets by Alex Reimer and Keith Roth, though Keith couldn't convert the three-point play. LCC basketball. They have played so well tonight. Archbold's not going to pressure this time. LCC has taken Archbold's pressure and pretty much toyed with it. No problem at all with it tonight. Inbound pass to DeCurtins. He'll bring it up the floor. 2.5 minutes to play. John DeCurtins to the right side. LCC's baseline. Barker running one-hander from 10. No good. Rebounded. Broadbeck again. Keith Roth. Pass head now to Zeb Schroeder. Knocked away and out of bounds. It'll belong to Lima Central Catholic. Archbold that time 4-point lead, and they come flying down the floor. Just bad judgment by the Bluestreaks that time, Blue.
Well, way to say it there. They got all kinds of time. They should have been holding the ball and while they're on pass.
They got a 4-point lead and tried to rush it. They're an up-tempo team, but right there would have been a nice time to take a little time off the clock. Instead of turnover. Right side to Curtin's baseline, gets free, goes in up, no good, but he's fouled. They're going to call it against Keith Roth. Keith coming over to help out. John DeCurtins will shoot 2. .201 to go. Sean Roth back in, replacing Zeb Schroeder. Sean Roth coming off his greatest game ever and just struggling like crazy tonight with just 2 points. And Keith Roth was just 4. 33 points a game between those two, and yet the Bluestreaks lead by 4. But John DeCurtins on the line to shoot 2 for LCC, could cut it back down to 2 with 2:01 to go in the overtime. Free throw up and in. 46-43. DeCurtins, second one, no good. Bluestreaks Broadbeck with another key rebound. He's had 3 big rebounds here in the overtime. 46-43. Keith Roth outside. High post to Broadbeck. Kyle with a baseline drive, fouled by Bostic, and that's number 5. Big 1-and-1 for Kyle Broadbeck. Foul line's gonna make the difference. Last year in this building, in the district final, Archbold missed big free throws when they had to have them. They've already missed a couple of big free throws, one in the fourth quarter and one here in the overtime. Now Kyle Broadbeck will go to the line. The 1-and-1, excuse me. Free throw on the way, up and in. Just marked down 2 circles, Blue. You know, he's like I knew he was going to hit that first one. 9th point for Broadbeck tonight. Second one by the lefty on the way, no good. Rebound, Brian Asherman back out to Keith Roth. Sean Roth, 3-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound, Broadbeck, slapped away, loose to the floor, and a foul. Brian Asherman will go to the foul line. Foul on Jim Klima. Sean Roth just can't buy one. He was wide open. Yeah, you'd like to use clock, Blue, but right there, he couldn't have been more wide open. Just can't get it to go.
That's right. Brian Ashman now stepping the line for a big 1-on-1. Bluestreaks still by 4.
Brian, 56% at the line this year. 47-43 Bluestreaks. Here's Joel Baker in, replacing Chris Taflinger. Somebody's got to step up there and do the job for the Bluestreaks at the line. They're 1 out of 3 in overtime at the foul line. 1-and-1, Ashman up and good. That gives them a 5-point lead with 1:38 to go, 48-43. 16th point for Brian Ashman, second one up, no good. Rebound outside, Ashman's got it. Archbold with another big offensive rebound. Ashman in the lane now, whistle and a reaching foul. Going to go against Joel Baker. This will be the double bonus. That's the 10th foul against LCC. Brian Ashman will shoot 2. I'll tell you what, whether or not he makes either, both, or none, Blue, there's a lot less pressure on a free throw shooter with a new double bonus rule.
And all of a sudden, Archbold's a rebounding dynasty here in the overtime. They have 7 rebounds. LCC has 1.
I think Broadbeck's got 3 or 4 of them. Free throw up and in. 17 for Brian Ashman, coming off one of his worst offensive efforts. He's come up big tonight for the Bluestreaks. Zeb Schroeder in, replacing Sean Roth for Archbold. Minute and a half to go. The Bluestreaks lead it by 6, 49-43. Second one, airborne, got it. 50-43. Up the floor now comes Huffman. The middle, pulls up foul line jumper, no good. Keith Roth with a rebound, and he's fouled by Huffman. LCC going cold. They have just 1 basket in the last quarter plus the overtime.
All right, so they've played nearly 11 minutes and have 1 field goal, but I don't know. Archbold hung in there in this slow-down type of game and lead by 7 right now.
Still a minute 22 left in the ball game. Here's Jim Barker back into the Central Catholic lineup, replacing Matt Benito. Archbold trying to escape the LCC upset bid and earn a berth in the district final against Patrick Henry. Keith Roth, free throw, no good. Boy, Keith right now not even close at the line. He's missed all three. That just clanged off the left side. Here's Chris Tafflinger back into the LCC lineup. Keith's going to handle the ball a lot too, so he's going to be fouled. Sean Roth back into the Bluestreak lineup here. Kyle Broadbeck gets a breather. Roth, second free throw up, in and good. Bounded around but dropped in. 51-43 Archbold, a minute 20 to play. DeCurtins with the ball now to the right side. Stops from three, can't get the shot. Barker looks at a long three, off balance three, up no good. Rebound in the corner. Barker runs it down, but he stepped out of bounds. With a minute 8 to go, it goes back to the Bluestreaks. Can they live to play another day?
Archbold's caught every break in the overtime. We got a minute 8 to go, and they lead by 8, but LCC will be putting on a lot of full court pressure.
Reimer inbounds now to Zeb Schroeder. They want Zeb with the ball. Zeb gives it up to Brian Ashman at backcourt. Brian ahead now to Keith Roth. Roth over to Sean Roth, to Keith Roth. Keith back now to Zeb Schroeder. Archbold spreads it out, 52 seconds. Sean Roth bumped and fouled on the play by Jim Lima. Sean Roth will go to the line to shoot two. Well, if you'd have told me Archbold was going to get 2 points tonight from Sean Roth and 5 from Keith Roth, I'd have said, well, they are going to be in a lot of trouble, but that's exactly what's happened. Sean on the line now. He had a nice offensive rebound putback in the second quarter. His only bucket, free throw way short, just caught the front of the iron, no good. Archbold's made some big free throws, but missed a lot of them too. Second one up and in. They've missed 5 free throws here in the overtime, but they've also made, 6 of them, Blue? Outside Barker, pass inside, deflected now by Reimer. Picked up, though, into the lane. Here's DeCurtins going in. A little turnaround up, no good. Rebound, Sean Roth with it. He's going to slow it down, double teamed and fouled with 31 seconds to go by Chris Tafflinger. Archbold up by 9. It appears, Blue, the Bluestreaks will survive the overtime game here, but they're going to have to be much, much sharper Saturday night if they're going to beat Patrick Henry for a second time. Dave Krause, I think, said it well at halftime. Archbold's just not functioning in all cylinders.
They weren't, and I said with Sean and Keith not getting the points they normally do. It's really a miracle that Archbold's going to hold on to win this one.
Free throw on the way, up and in. Sean gets his 4th point of the night. Brad Meyer will check into the Archbold lineup. Second one bouncing, rolling, and good. 54-43. In the overtime, Archbold has outscored LCC 12-1. Alex Reimer leaves as Corey Roofer checks in along with Brad Meyer for Archbold. Bob Uppman with the ball outside. 3-point bomb fired up, no good by Baker. Rebound loose, tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with LCC with 21 seconds to go.
LCC is 0 for 7 from the floor here in the overtime, and they've played 3 minutes and 39 seconds. Archbold's 2 of 3, but they've been not great at the free throw line, but they've had enough.
Outside now, long 3 put up, no good by Huffman. Rebound tips outside. Klima's got it. He'll let fly, way off the mark, but rebounded, put back up and good by Chris Tafflinger, and LCC will get a timeout with 8 seconds to go, but it's irrelevant. 54-45, Archbold leads. We'll be right back. As soon as we sign off after our post game, we will be rerunning Kelly Ducey's state tournament wrestling report, so hope you'll stay tuned for that. After our wrap-up here tonight, Archbold will survive and go to 22-0, just one shy of the school record for consecutive wins, which is 23. On a couple of different occasions. Bluestreaks Keith Roth will inbound. 9-point Archbold lead. Does so to Zeb Schroeder. Zeb double team backcourt, back over to Keith. 4 seconds, 3, 2. Keith, little hook shot. There's the buzzer. It's all over in overtime. Archbold defeats Lima Central Catholic 54-45. We'll be back with a look at the numbers, the statistics, and of course an interview with winning coach Doug Krause after this timeout.
Headliners.